Good evening. We'll get started in just a few minutes. We'll see if a couple more people get logged on.
Okay.
Hi, Tanya. Where are you from? Cincinnati. Awesome. Yeah, sorry, I got a little bit of laryngitis, so, but I like to talk, so we'll be all right. All righty, I'll give it about one more minute, and if no one else hops on, we'll go ahead and start. So, Tanya, how long have you been with Evo? You're more than welcome to just talk. It's just us on the line. You don't have to use the silly chat box. I unmuted everybody. Less than a month. Exciting.
It's less than a month.
Exciting, exciting.
I'm very excited.
Oh, good, good. Have you ever done any type of travel industry before, or is this all new to you?
This is all new to me.
Network marketing in the past?
This is all new to me. Lisa from Cincinnati, our agent, got me into this, and I think it's going to be something I really like.
Awesome. I love it. Just love it. The support is bar none. You're never going to find a better. You're going to get kind of spoiled by this company, so you'll never want to go anywhere else. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started.
Well,
5:30 is a rough time. A lot of
Okay.
people watch my recordings, so you're more than welcome to keep your line unmuted. You can shout out if I get to something and you want a little more explanation. That's fine. It's very informal.
Okay, that'll be great.
Okay. So, and I'm a little computer illiterate, so bear with me. I have to find the share screen again. Okay. Travel Cafe. Okay. Can you see the Travel Cafe, Tanya?
Yes.
Okay. So in your back office, when you log into your back office, on the left-hand side, you're going to see a little thing that says Travel Cafe. I've already went past that point. You click on Travel Cafe, and this is where it's going to bring you to. It's going to open up another window. If you can see all the way up here, it says back office in this window and then Travel Cafe here. Being a new agent,
Right.
I'm going to kind of just focus on you because you're the only one on here. I highly suggest clicking on weekly webinars. When you click on
Okay.
weekly webinars, come on, and we're in the middle of rain and snowstorms, so my internet's quite slow. Okay, it's going to open up an entire page of resources for you. So we're just going to go through a couple.
Oh, wow.
First one I highly recommend to you. And if you don't already have a pen and a paper, I suggest grabbing it and you can kind of jot notes. And again, if there's something that you don't understand, just shout out Tanya, get my attention. I do talk loud, so you have to talk loud so I can hear you. But right here where it says start here, introduction to the evolution program, we're going to click there. And I highly suggest going through each one of these ones that are blue and just go through them. Again, I don't know how much time you have to commit to your trainings, but just make a plan. And my plan would be start in the travel cafe and start at the start here and just start going down one at a time. The two most important ones on this list is how to book air with Archer Travel and group booking policy air and cruise. And if you scroll all the way down, it says these webinars are mandatory for all new agents. But there's so much helpful information.
Okay.
It's going to answer a lot of questions. And as you get into this a little further, you're going to know where to go for resources, or it's going to jog your memory like, oh, I saw that but didn't understand it. So you'll know that everything you need to run your business is basically in these 2 pages, in your back office and your travel cafe. So that was start here. Okay. Then when you finish going through all these, the next one I would go to is the Evolution Agent Travel Agent File. And again, these people have been in the industry, Tanya, for years. There's no reason to reinvent the wheel. I listen to them. They know what they're doing. If they can save me a mistake that cost me a client or embarrassment or whatever you want to call it, you can read a lot of these helpful tips in here that will help you just run your business. And here it's travel mistakes can cost you your travel cafe. And this basically tells you how to navigate the travel cafe, kind of what I'm doing right now. The booking portal. Again, have you turned on your new travel site, or am I talking over where you're at already?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No, not yet. I'm not there yet.
So this is, if I'm not mistaken, let's just open it since it's just us on here. So I think it's on the old, and a lot of these they want to know when you book in. I'm pretty sure this is on the old, the one that is in your back office that you have access to right now that says, if you're on the ET back office tab, it'll say my travel site. That's what this is for, not for your new site. So I don't want to confuse you. This is for the old site. Using vacation.com and Agent Universe, again, it teaches you how to work with the tools. And these are all webinars that were either put on by the vendor or by someone at Archer Travel. So these are all very, very good things. Top 12 complaints of online travel agents, clients beware. Again, it can show you things that people complain about, pitfalls, so that you don't fall victim to that as an agent, and what you can watch for in keeping your client happy.
Okay.
And then here are an evil agent versus internet travel sites. It just explains to you what our power is by working with Archer Travel. When we work with the public, they're like, oh, I can go to Travelocity or I can go to Priceline. It explains to you how you provide a value to your client. It's not, cheaper isn't always better, but the client doesn't understand that. It's our responsibility as a travel agent to bring value to the client. And this kind of explains to you how to do that. Again, tips for working from home, finding your niche, being a month in. Do you have an idea what you want to do for your niche yet?
No, not yet. I signed in, and just as I signed in, our company is in the middle of contract negotiations for several sites. So that was never my field of expertise, but I've kind of gotten pulled into that. So I've been working 60-hour weeks.
I hear you.
I'm ready to do something a little different.
That's all right, Tanya. This is outside the training, but I'm going to tell you, it is all at your own pace. It is when you feel comfortable to reach out and do things. Again, what I will tell you, words of advice is, if you get frustrated or stagnant, don't just throw your hands up, reach out to someone. You're always more than welcome to PM me. And, I will say, when you starting to, it's saying my internet connection is unstable. I hope you don't lose me. If you do, it'll bounce me right back on. We're having storms. But, just don't get frustrated. And it can be overwhelming. And again, going through these, setting little goals for yourself, if it takes you a month to get through one of these pages, then that's your pace. You cannot compare yourself to any other agent in the company. Are you still there?
I'm still here.
Okay, sorry. We're having storms. I don't know how much of that you heard.
That's
but
okay.
Darn weather.
No, I didn't hear. I DM'd you because I couldn't hear anything after a while. You were talking about taking my time.
Yeah,
and at my own pace, and then you just kind of froze.
There you go. Just don't get frustrated is what I'm saying to you. So let me try and get back here to my screen. Where's Travel Cafe? There we are. Okay. So that was that. And then again, it's just a plethora of information. Air, how to sell air, how to book with Archer Travel if you go through the main office. And they are great when you first start, Tanya. Again, if you can reach out to someone and help you, anyone in the company, it does not have to be your upline, your downline. It can be any sideline. Everyone in this company is more than willing to help the other person succeed. There's no cutthroat anything in this company. So do not be afraid to reach out to anyone if you're having a problem. Once you start getting into bookings, there are groups that we have online that you can ask questions and someone's almost always on it instantly. So you have a great resource with you. So let's see, travel tips. And again, if you just read through all this and something comes up, you'll remember seeing it. Here we go. Land, Geography 101, how to sell land tours, all-inclusive resorts. What to do if you lose your passport in a foreign country, how to use Advantage Direct, cruise lines, how to sell cruises, how to use Agent Universe and Cruise Pro, using Archer Travel for group bookings. I could go on and on and on. There's so much information in here. Rail. Basically, the only rail we get paid for, Tanya, is if they go overseas and do like the rail tours, or in the United States, if they do like the cabin berths or the family rooms where they're spending the night on the rail. And again, it's low commission, but we do get a little bit. But, for someone to just go from, let's just say they're going from New York to Washington, D.C., we're not going to get a commission. This is where you want to add a booking fee on to rail. But again, that you'll learn all that as you go. Travel insurance, on every training that I have, I cannot stress the importance of travel insurance. Again, it's our responsibility as travel agents to tell them what can happen if they do not have travel insurance. I make my clients sign a disclaimer that says they don't want to book travel insurance, and that I have offered it to them. And they know that if something happens, they're going to have to pay out of pocket. So I cannot stress enough how selling the insurance. Supplier Spotlight. Again, lots of information about our suppliers that we use. Destination Spotlight. Expedia Tap. Marketing Your Business. Has great resources on marketing your business. Using social media and using the internet to market your business. Again, they just touched the top of what we need to do, but it's great information if you've never been exposed to it. I personally never had to do this, so it was a great resource for me. Travel safety and miscellaneous. Again, these are tips that we can pass on to our clients and avoid pitfalls when they're traveling. If you have clients with special needs, people traveling with pets, a traveler's checklist. Let's just click on that. It's a webinar, so we're not going to get that one. Wrong checklist, but so that is underneath the weekly webinars.
Okay.
which we found right here. And then the other one that I'm going to scroll down to is your forms. Anytime you book a trip, you need to fill out a booking and commission tracking form. Otherwise, the main office does not know how to pay you or who the money goes to. This is what you do to get your commission after you've booked a trip. Every time you book a trip, go in either right after you do it if you have all the necessary information to do so, or as soon as you can. And it's a simple form. And again, once you get your new travel site up, you can access it through there, or you can still access it through here. But it's real simple to fill out. We'll go ahead and pull it up. Again, for whoever joined the line, I didn't see who hopped on.
Looks like Lisa
Hi,
might
Lisa.
upline.
Hi, Lisa.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
How's Idaho?
Oh, it's cold and storming. So if you lose me, I will come back on. It'll bring me back on, but I'm having real difficult time with internet tonight. Okay, so
Are you taping this?
do what?
Are you taping this?
It was when it kicked me off. Let me see if it's still recording. Yes, it is recording.
Still recording.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So this is the booking and travel commission form. Again, it's your general information, and the traveler's names, phone number, itinerary, the confirmation numbers, and the names of the companies. And I'll go one step further to elaborate why this is so important to fill out a booking and travel commission form. When Archer Travel gets the money in the office, you know, let's just say Carnival Cruise Line cuts them a check. They cut them a check for, and I'm just going to throw in an astronomical, $100,000 check. You know, the main office needs to know who that money goes to. And I'm sure there's checks and balances, but this is very important. This helps them get you paid. So that's the form.
Okay.
Outside training and certification courses. Again, some of these are at no charge. Some do cost you. So just be wary. With being new, Tanya, I highly suggest sticking with the stuff that's free right now until you start getting your feet wet and until you figure out what your niche is going to be. Kind of when you feel like you know where you're going, then I would suggest kind of venturing out. But until you understand it, there's not much sense in spending a lot of money until you kind of wrap your head around it. Resources, again, this is huge information that's available to us. Come on, computer. Okay. So just under agent tools, again, just go down the list. There's all kinds of fact sheets, information, TSA pre-check. If you have travelers traveling international, they can enroll in this step, this Smart Travel Enrollment Plan. I highly suggest that any of my people who go overseas, I have them enroll in this plan. So again, up here, if you just click on the little tabs, like on air, it gives you the airport city code. So when you start searching for things, you don't have to guess what the code is. TSA information, pre-check information, cruises. It has a map of all the United States seaports. Again, helpful when we don't know, when a client says, oh, you know, is there a port in Baltimore? Well, I don't know. Yes, you do know. You can pull this map up and it's going to show you all the seaports. And then again, Carnival Cruises group booking policy. Passports and documents. Again, information we can pass on to our clients. There's travel department advisories in here, visa information, numbers you can give to your clients regarding passports, international health and vaccinations, foreign entry requirements, duty-free limitations. Again, there's so much information in here. Travel magazines. And again, I subscribe to these magazines. They have great articles and stuff in there. let's see, articles. Again, industry articles that are about traveling and travel agents. Just so much information. This checklist, again, being new, Tanya, and I said, I know you got an upline there with you, but however you guys do this when you get your client reservation information, I made my own and added all this other information on there. But this is just a checklist so that you don't forget anything when you're booking for your clients. So, and you can add to this.
Hey,
You know,
Tanya,
go ahead.
Tanya,
Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Tanya is my direct.
Yep.
I told her how wonderful your trainings were.
Thank you. And I said, I don't want to take away from the upline people, but you know, again, I'm just throwing out extra information. So however you have your thing set, I don't want to override it was what I meant by that. So, but I said, it's all great information back here, and congratulations, Lisa, by the way, on
Thank
growing
you.
your team.
One more and I'm bronze. One more and I'm bronze.
Oh, yay! So exciting. Okay, supplier training again. You can go in here and get training. Frequently asked questions. This is great. Again, you can go in here and look at questions that other people have already asked, you know, and then there's answers to. So, and Tanya, I don't know how many groups you're in. Like I said, I know you're really busy right now, but when you start getting added to the groups and stuff, there is no stupid question, and I mean that wholeheartedly. I don't know. Don't ever be afraid to ask somebody a question, no matter how stupid it sounds, because we all started at square one, just like you. So no reason to feel silly. And then let's see, trying to think, those are mine. Resort weeks and condos. And again, you know, I cannot stress enough how important this is to me. When I first started, you know, the clientele that I was getting was basically my family. So this is how I got them hook, line, and sinker, so to speak, because I use resort weeks and condos. And I didn't make very much commission on it because this is set your own price. But it got my family to start using me. And then when people saw what a good time they had on vacation, the booking started rolling in. So, and you're allowed to set so we'll just click on here, resort weeks and condos, otherwise known as Advantage Direct. And right here it tells you, you already have access to it in your back office. It gives you the email login and it gives you your password for the website. So you just click on the link.
I don't see that. I don't see that. Did you click on it?
Well, right here, yeah, it didn't show up.
Okay, there it is. Now I
Okay.
can see it. Okay, can you see it, Tanya?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
All right, this is what I was telling you about.
And then click on Advantage Direct and it's going to open up. And again, Tanya, how I learned, and here mine's just saved in there. It's saved automatic. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. The thing you have to be leery about when you're doing this, when you look and it says all inclusive, and I'm just going to throw this out there right off the get-go. Be sure you read all the information. Just because it's an all-inclusive resort, the client may only be buying the hotel only and has to go buy the all-inclusive when they get to the desk at the hotel. So just make sure you read everything that's in the pages when you get here. So resort weeks, you can travel within 60 days of travel or up to 12 months. We're just going to click within 60 days of travel. When it populates, you scroll down. Sorry, ladies.
We don't see you.
I know. I'm coming. Hang
We don't
on.
see you yet.
You see my ugly mug.
Yes, that I was the host.
Hang on. Here we go. There we go. Resort weeks. Come on. There we go. Can you see it now?
No.
It still didn't come up
It
yet.
says you started screen sharing. Doesn't come up yet.
Come on, computer. Did it show up yet? No?
No.
Let me stop share. Sorry,
Yeah,
girls.
sharing the screen, but that's okay.
Did it show up yet?
No.
Man, oh man. I don't understand. It shows a screen share on my screen.
It says you've started sharing the screen, but it's just blank.
There it
There
is.
you go.
Oh, okay. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I was talking about. This says the tropical all-inclusive. It shows that at normal rate is $4,893. It's only going to cost you
We don't see that
$239.
anymore. We don't see that.
Huh. Let me click on the next
We
one.
see
Let me see if the next page will
first
show up.
sign in. Now we see it. Now we see it. Now we
Okay.
see it.
Sorry.
All right.
Okay, so here you see it says all-inclusive. Did that show up?
No.
Just went away.
I love living in the mountains, but it's wreaking
There
havoc
we go.
on my
Now it
internet.
does. It's there. It's there.
Okay. So when you scroll down, it's going to tell you what the all-inclusive includes. But if you read up here, it says key elements of mandatory all-inclusive. The mandatory all-inclusive rate is $80, 50% for kids, per person, per day. And it is assessed at the time of check-in. So if you sell this to your client, you have to make sure and disclose to them that this is how much it's going to cost them per day, and it's mandatory. There's no choice on this one. If they buy this resort, they have to buy into the all-inclusive. But you can turn around and sell that. Can you guys see these numbers down here?
Yes.
Okay, so you see the gross amount. So this sleeps 4 people. So actually you could charge, you know, let's just say $239 per person. So now you've just made $700, you know, in commission. And they've still gotten an excellent deal because you even add on for 7 days, the $80 per person, it's still going to be cheaper than $5,000 a week. So they're still getting a good deal and you've made a good deal. The other thing that
How do they pay for this, Tanya?
What?
How do they pay for this? I've never booked this.
This you would pay for yourself and they would pay you. I use PayPal and I have a PayPal debit card. So the first person, let's say it's 4 different people that want to go. The first person who sends me $239, I go on and book this. And then it's for sure booked. Then the other people come and pay me. Or let's say you're going to sell it to them for $500 and they're spending $125 a person. The first 2 people that send me $125, I turn around and book this. The other $250 is my commission. That's how you make
And then
cash.
you put it in their name. Then you put it in their name.
When you book this, it's in your name. You can put it in their name, but this is just like Evo Rewards. If you went into Evo Rewards and
Okay.
booked something, well, here, hang on. Let's go through and book. I think you can put their name in. I'm sorry, I'm telling you misinformation. You put their name in, but it's your responsibility to make the payment.
Now, question, it says $239 after savings. So say, for instance, I want to book it for 4 people and I'm charging them $239 each. After the first $239, you say you go ahead and book it. Now, the other 3 people for $239, do we still send that through to Archer Travel or
No.
do you keep that? How does that work?
This is money you're making, cash money in your pocket. It's called upselling a trip. It does not go through Archer.
Oh, okay.
You're responsible for reporting it
Oh, wow.
and keeping track of it. This, like I said, this was a godsend to me. It's what got me going and got me, you know, in the business while I was learning how to do all the other VACs and TAP and do all the other stuff. You know, I booked this, and to be honest, my family booked their own airfare and all I got them was the room. I didn't have to do anything else. So I was doing cheater travel
Do
agent.
you still have to fill out a travel and booking commission?
No, the only time you fill that out is when
Okay.
Archer Travel is going to pay you commission.
Okay.
So this explains all the stuff right here. And again, it says 80 tells you what you have to disclose to your clients. And yes, you can put their information in here. So this one you can book for whoever, under whoever's name that you want. And again, when you go airfare, we'll just use this for an example. We don't get paid commission on airfare for domestic airfare in the United States. When someone books me a trip and, I say I'm going to charge a $25 booking fee, I send them an invoice in PayPal, and that includes my booking fee as a line item, and then I just keep the $25 and I use my card and book their airfare. So, I mean, it's the way that you make instant, you're making instant commissions. On the training or on the presentation videos, you always used to hear them say profit in your pocket. That's what this means, because it's
Right.
instant cash saving, instant profits. And it's called upselling your clients. Totally above board, totally legal. There's nothing wrong with it. And again, you want to fully disclose all and any information to your clients. You don't want them to get there and then they say, oh, by the way, you owe $80 a day per person. They're going to be mad. So full disclosure, whenever you're dealing with anything, is always the best policy. Don't hide anything from your clients.
Okay.
Nothing. And again, as far as the upsell, I'm not saying hide it from them, but they don't need to know what happened behind the scenes for them to get this great deal. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you charged each person, let's just say you charged
Yeah.
each person $125, they don't need to know that you only paid $239. And I'm not trying to be dishonest, but they don't understand how the whole process works. So, you send them an invoice and it says,
Now, how do you build travel insurance?
then
On
you can
these.
go, then you can go to a separate agency. Again, there's access in the back office to go to, or
Like Travel Guard or something?
Travel Guard. Yes, Travel Guard. That is who Archer recommends, and they're great. I've used Travel Guard and I've used AIG both. Travel Guard is Archer's preferred travel protection. But again, it doesn't matter who you use. Again, anything that you do, read everything thoroughly and make sure you understand and pass on to the client what they're getting for their money, and if there's going to be any additional cost. Okay, ladies, I don't know how it affected me with us, with me bouncing off, but it says I've been recording for 37 minutes. So if I just disappear, it's because I used the free Zoom, and it might just go away because I only have 40 minutes. Do you have any questions, Tanya?
Okay.
No, so far, no. Now I've really piqued my interest. Now I'm ready to get into it. And I needed to get this. This is helping me get started. Lisa's been on me, but I've been kind of buried at work because I'm going on vacation tomorrow.
Awesome.
And but this will get me going. This will really get me going.
And you can do the same thing on Advantage Direct in your Evo Rewards. And when you signed up a month ago, Lisa, did she get in on the Evo Rewards? Yes. She got in on the $69.99.
I think yes.
So you have
she's in
Evo
on the
Rewards.
$30 stuff.
Yeah, so you have Evo Rewards also, that when you signed up, you got given Evo Rewards. Me and Lisa had to buy our Evo Rewards subscription, but you got it included in your enrollment. So Evo Rewards is on your main back office page, and it says Evo Rewards, and you should be able to log into it from the back office. And it's basically the same concept, except that includes air, rental cars. It's a pack, you can do packages, but you can upsell that as well because that's your travel agent discount site, and you can upsell it to your clients. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and again, it was, you know, like I said, it was how I got my foot in the door. I'm not suggesting that that's the way for everyone to go, but I like to tell my story. So that's how I got my foot in the door and got my family to start booking. And again, what that did when they started posting online and saying, oh my gosh, my daughter's a travel agent. Oh, my mom's a travel agent. You know, people saw that and where are they at? Oh, they're in Hawaii. Oh, they're in Mexico. Oh, they're in Florida. And, you know, and she got them these great rooms. They put up pictures of their rooms. You know, it makes a huge difference when other people start seeing people that you've helped do their travel. So, and again, I didn't make much commission, but I wasn't about the commission at that time as I was, you know, getting some publicity out there. So, and like I said, if it's one of your friends, Tanya,
Right.
you could sell it to your friend for $250 and only make, you know, or let's just say $259 and make $20. You know, what is that to you? If those people are going to put pictures online and tell their friends, oh, she got us this great resort and it cost us, you know, it was a couple $160 a day for 7 days. So that's $1,000. So $1,200, we got a private resort that normally costs $5,000 a week. You know, call my travel agent. I'm just telling you, it's a huge way to market yourself when you're first starting out. And you take a hit on the commission, and that's okay because what you're going to get in return is priceless. So
Yeah, definitely.
all righty. Lisa, thank you. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off before it cuts us off.
All right.
All right. I'll see you next
All
week.
right.
Tanya, thank you.
Thank you.
See you
All
next week. Bye.
Have a good night.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Good night.